is Aurelio Fernandez. I'm the President and CEO of Memorial Healthcare System, which is the South Broward Hospital District here in Broward County.
Good morning. I'm Al Fernandez, and I'm the President of ANF Group, a healthcare construction company.
Fantastic. Now, the reason that we have these gentlemen on stage is it's unique to have a partnership that lasts 30 years. But working together so closely over those years, what has that partnership been like? What has impressed you most about working with one another?
Well, first and foremost, we're both community-based organizations. So we're both based in Broward County and have been based here, at least ANF has been based here since 1981. Both of our firms have based our entire business here in Broward County, so we have grown together. In the early 80s, mid-80s, the Memorial Healthcare System was a one-hospital organization, and they allowed us the opportunity to build in that facility in a smaller scale, and we have been able to grow together over those years. And one thing that I feel that is very common between the both of us is that we're very dedicated to the community and giving back to our community that has given so much to us.
Incredible.
I agree. I mean, to survive 30 years in a competitive environment, there's got to be a secret. And all of our bids are open bids. We're subject to sunshine, so every construction project, you have other bidders. But it's not just the price. It's the delivery of the product, the quality of the personnel, the quality of the interaction between ANF and the leadership team at Memorial. So it's definitely the cultural similarities between reinvesting in the community is very important. But at the end of the day, you got to be price competitive. You got to deliver a quality product that everybody will be proud of. And I believe ANF has done so. Otherwise, they would not have been around this long.
Absolutely. We're going to get into the community involvement in a minute, but I do want to ask, what current projects are you working on? What is currently under construction together?
Well, you're actively involved at Memorial Hospital West, building a 1,200 space parking garage. We're doing a vertical expansion for about 90 more patient beds. We just completed our graduate medical education building. So overall, you have about $150 million just at Memorial Hospital West. Last night, the Board of Commissioners awarded ANF the projects in freestanding emergency room at Miramar and a multi-specialty building in Wellington for pediatric care for Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital.
Amazing. And if you look to the future, what is next for this partnership? Where is it going? Is it geographical expansion, new products? What's next for you?
Well, geographical expansion is somewhat limited. Our corporate charter limits us as to what we can and cannot do. We cannot build a hospital outside the South Broward Hospital District or acquire a hospital outside the district. So we've been fortunate enough to control the market in our district. So we're going to concentrate on how do we create centers of excellence and what I was referred to here earlier, destination centers in different specialties, whether it be oncology, cardiology, women's services, product lines that we have a major presence. But as far as construction outside our immediate area, right now the only thing we're looking at is that specialty 30,000 square foot building up in Wellington.
Great. And Al, I want to ask you, what's it like working with the third largest health system in South Florida?
Well, first, it's an honor to be able to be associated with Memorial Healthcare System for such a long period of time. But most importantly, they've allowed us to grow in so many different ways. As Mr. Fernandez just alluded to, we just got awarded some off-site facilities they're about to embark on. He failed to mention a couple urgent care centers that we're doing, one on the west side of town on Sheridan Street and one on the east side of town, which will be a freestanding urgent care facility. I'm being told, and hopefully that's coming soon, there's going to be an RFQ out for the expansion of the Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital, which we completed in 2011, and they're looking to do a vertical expansion of 4 floors to that facility. So obviously we will be very actively involved in that response to that RFQ, and hopefully with our experience in vertical expansion in the particular site at Joe DiMaggio, we'll have a very good opportunity to continue our relationship going forward.
And last question, you've already both touched on it in our short time, but it's not just about building these quality buildings, this beautiful state-of-the-art facilities. It is a lot, it does have a lot to do with the community involvement. So can you quickly touch on the impact that your projects have had on the actual communities that they're in?
Yeah, let me share a story. About 8 years ago, ANF was compelled to sponsor what we call the Tour of the Broward. Tour of the Broward is dedicated to raise funds for Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital. But here's the story. When Joe DiMaggio was approached by my predecessor, Frank Sacco, to use his name, and Frank asked Mr. DiMaggio, what is it going to cost to put your name on our building? Joe DiMaggio said, I don't need any money. I just want a commitment from your organization to take care of every child that needs health care regardless of their ability to pay. 25 years later, we have held that commitment. Well, one way that ANF came back to the community is to organize this Tour of the Broward, which is cycling and running. And this year in February, we raised over $500,000 that it all goes back to Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital. So we feel very grateful for their engagement. This was not prompted by our organization. It came from within their organization in a way to give back to the community.
Yeah, and again, I appreciate that comment because we're very proud of the Tour de Broward. As Aurelio said, 8 years ago, I was asked to come up with something that would assist in fundraising for the Joe DiMaggio at the time. The Joe DiMaggio was a concept. It wasn't actually built yet. It wasn't even actually under construction. So we thought, Frank and I happen to be avid cyclists, so we said, why not create an event that could include the community and at the same time raise funds for the Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital Foundation, which not only funds the Joe DiMaggio, but other facilities, as you mentioned, off-site and so forth.
Incredible. So for all of you out there, anything that lasts 30 years is very impressive, especially a partnership this strong. So I do want to get a big round of applause just for giving us the insight on how this has worked.
Thank you.